Hello, I'm Peter Hoare and this is the Living in Flow Weekly Energy Report for the week starting Thursday, 3rd of January 2019. Hope you had a wonderful and safe and easy celebration to bring in 2019. There's loads of posts on social media. People are excited. People are setting their New Year's resolutions. Whatever it is, I hope that this is the beginning of a fantastic year for you. I'm an energy intuitive. I tune into the energy that I sense from the coming week, and I'm going to break up the week into 3 parts. The first part is Thursday and Friday of this week, and it does feel, as I tune into the energy, that this is a time to clear the obstacles on your path. Now, whether this is perceived obstacles from others around you, or it could even be some of our habits or self-sabotage or old patterns that just don't help us. This is now time to get back to basics, doing things that support you. In the past, sometimes we focus on putting out the bushfires around us. If everybody else in our life is calm and happy and soothed, then I can relax. But it feels like the terrain is different now. We need to take care of ourselves before we actually take care of others. And this is going to be a theme that comes up this year. Taking responsibility for ourselves before we take responsibility for what we're creating and who we're supporting in our lives. Like the old saying on an airplane, put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on children or loved ones. That's going to be a theme that starts this week. And what the heck, it starts today. The other theme for the next couple of days is to ask for help, to ask for support. Don't try and do it on your own. You have a tribe. Start asking for their support and help, and even in conversation, if you've got great ideas, share them with people who you trust, not just anybody. It's now time to call in your tribe. That feels really important as we start off this year. And over the weekend, the words, "Where there's a will, there's a way," really feel true for this weekend. Still time to get out of your way, find your flow, coming back to basics, doing things that, whether it's meditation, yoga, going for a jog, a swim, whatever supports you to be in balance, getting out of your way, noticing any sabotage or negative thoughts that move through, and keep on going in a direction where it's a direction of new commitment, okay? Because on Sunday we have the new moon, and I believe there's a bit of an eclipse happening with this as well, or partial eclipse. As I tune into the energy on Sunday, it feels like foundations somewhere in our lives are being relayed, okay? So the relaying of new foundations. So for some of us, we might feel a little bit raw, vulnerable, emotional, exposed. Some of us might feel like we need to accept some home truths that need to be addressed before we can actually move forward and make progress in 2019. So if you are feeling a little bit exposed or vulnerable, just breathe through it on the weekend, because this is the beginning of the beginning. This is a new beginning for us. Relaying the foundations, it's okay. What you're going through is important, and it really feels like it's launching you into 2019. Now on Monday, from Monday to Wednesday, but particularly on Monday, going to feel a little sluggish, going to feel a little bit like the plans, the things that we really want to move through may not move as quickly as we want. Some of us might be starting back at work on Monday, some of us perhaps still on holiday, but it's a day of planting seeds. It's not a day of kicking goals. If you do kick goals, metaphorically, in achieving success on Monday, fantastic, that's great. But if you're not in that space, then don't lose hope or don't feel frustrated or get into some post-holiday blues, because the seeds that you plant on Monday are going to be significant as you move through the week, okay? Tuesday, the energy feels like like things are clearing. Now it's time to start moving through your to-do list. The energy feels like it's almost like that slowness before the wave crashes, before the flow moves forward. So Tuesday, we're getting momentum. Wednesday feels like a bit of a soft launch, or if you have projects going on at work or in your personal life, then it feels like we're now walking on the path of these projects. We're now launching, or I want to say soft launch, of whatever we're heading towards. Whatever ideas are brewing for you, this is a week to ask for support, ask for help wherever need be. Don't try and go alone this week. What you're moving towards in the middle of next week by Wednesday is you're actually starting to see with clarity where you're heading. And it feels like this is the week that starts off 2019. Now, some of us have greater clarity than others about the steps or the direction that we're heading in. Don't feel frustrated if you're one of the people who just can't fully see the path. That's okay. Because all of us, whether we can see the path or not, our motto for 2019, self-value, nurturing self, take responsibility for self before we take responsibility and start taking care of other people, and notice the self-sabotage, because that can be the bullshit that stops us from being our best selves, from achieving what we desire, from showing up with our loved ones, family, friends, work colleagues, business partners, whatever it is. The sabotage or the playing small, this is a time to address it, not by fixing things out here. Step one of launching 2019 is coming back to your basics. Now, there is a little bit of a cliche, or I don't know what the term is, a bit of a common theme in January where everyone goes on a diet, where everyone starts their gym membership. They write down a whole big list of New Year resolutions in order to move forward. And I am feeling a little bit of that energy with this particular report as I tune into the energy. But I want to say, don't jump into the hype, because you might sign up to that diet, that program, that gym, or those things, but they're still outside of us, and that's not what the theme is for 2019. The theme is taking little pockets of quiet time. Maybe 5 minutes here or 5 minutes there just to sit quietly. Maybe 15 minutes of whether it's crocheting, coloring in, listening to music, sitting in a garden, whatever it is. Little pockets of quiet time every day with some exercise, some focus on what you're eating, what you're putting into your body. In little areas like this, you don't need to join any program or to sign up to any membership in order to take responsibility, because all the programs are actually doing are supporting you to take personal responsibility. Okay? This is the year when we need to do it for ourselves. Now, if you're signed up to something, fantastic. And I've even got programs for you to sign up to. So if it resonates, have a look at my website, livinginflow.com.au, and see what's on offer for this year. But the key here, the key point is to remember, this is the year for you to take care of your needs, to take responsibility for that little being inside your heart, to nurture you, to find that balance. It's now time for you to do it for you. And that's going to give you the foundation to find success this year, no matter what shows up. Well, there you have it. That's the week ahead. Like I've already mentioned, on my website, livinginflow.com.au, I have the New Year Visions Day, which is on Sunday the 13th in Sydney. Have an online an online spiritual development circle, which starts in mid-January, and also one that's face-to-face in Sydney. Now, no matter where you are, you can tune into this, and it will be of benefit to support you to find your flow. Whatever you're up to, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week.